We talked about your life and your goals. You had just come back from Malibu. You wanted to live around Barton Springs. You're in a house on Barton Springs with wood floors.
That was some lofty goals there.
So what happened since then? What's this in your arms? And what?
I had a baby. Now we want to move out in the country where we have land, but we can't do that quite yet. Yeah, I'm turning into my dad.
Go to Fredericksburg?
Yeah, I would, but then, well, I guess if Terrence gets the film work, we can go pretty much anywhere, because he goes wherever the film is, and it's wherever. They're not any certain place. We looked out in, like, you know, Lago Vista, what's it called? Jonestown, towards Marble Falls, 1431. So we can't do that. I mean, we only lived here a year, and we're gonna have a hard time. And when we sell it, we have to wait a while, a couple of years. But eventually, we want to have chickens and goats and horses and the whole, and homeschool. We want to homeschool if we can. I don't know if that's realistic, but yeah, and have more kids.
How many?
Now,
You know it.
oh yeah.
How many?
Well, I want to do 2 first, because when I see other people with 3 kids, I'm kind of scared that, because they're usually crazy, and I don't really want to have a filthy house. I want my house to stay kind of clean, so I think 2 would be a good start. Terrence would have as many as I would have, except for the money. You get more money for that.
So now this has caused you to change the way you do real estate business and even consider not doing real estate.
Yeah. Like if I get business, I'm referring it to other people right now. I'm not buying any leads anymore. I am doing some of my own business. I've taken a couple listings. And the listings are easier because I don't have to drive around all day showing property. But because I mean, until Terrence is really established, I can't really just give it up. I mean, it's the only income at the moment.
So what have you learned about motherhood? Was it a lot different than you thought it was going to be?
Yeah. I guess I thought that I could do it all and that I could work and I could still cook and clean and be everything, and I don't really I want to be a mom and a wife. I want to be a housewife. Totally want to be a housewife. I don't need to have fancy stuff housewife. It doesn't need to be Housewives of Orange County like that show. I just want to be at home and then make a nice home for my family.
And the baby caused that change of attitude?
Like immediately. Like the first week that he was born, Terrence and I would lay in bed together and look at him and be like, we got to do something different because we can't. And we wanted him to be home more too. That's why we thought if he quit his job and then I was home working at home, we'd both be home a lot and then the baby would have both his parents. But I'm not, when I'm working at home, I can't focus on both, and it's just, it's too hard on your brain to be too different. Plus I'm so tired all the time that it's really hard to care about this guy that wants a house and wherever, and I'm like, okay. I don't have the mental capacity for both. I'm too tired. But it has been really good, so Terrence is great with them. It's been really good because I think a lot of dads aren't able to be there as often in the beginning, and so they're kind of scared to hold the baby and whatever. He can do all of it. So that's good. I think that's built a good bond for them so far.
And you're going to homeschool?
Maybe. I think it'd be great if I could do it.
Maybe you could learn to tell time.
Yeah, that's the only problem is how am I going to teach? I can't add 2 + 2. That's about as far as I can go in math. 2 minus 2 and 2 + 2 I can do. But I can't do math.
Why do you want to homeschool then?
Oh, geez.
Don't you think a math teacher would be better for your kid than?
Because I kind of like the idea of it not being so. I don't like that a lot of the curriculum might not be totally accurate to real history, and they just changed the books in Texas. I don't know if they changed what they changed it to, but I know there's a lot of debate around what they put in the books and how realistic that stuff is. Like when I went to school, I thought Christopher Columbus was some great explorer, and then when I was older, I read more about him and found out that he's really did a lot of bad stuff. And then, but in school, they teach things so, I don't know how you say it, but they're just, kind of bright and happy everything, and I don't think that I want to be a little bit more realistic. And I don't think that all kids have to be great mathematicians. Maybe if you're better at art, maybe you should teach them how to excel in that field instead of making them do certain things to be. But I've been reading a lot of blogs about homeschools, and there's a lady in Oklahoma, and her husband's a rancher. There's two different types of homeschoolers. There's like the crazy Christian fundamentalist homeschoolers that wear the full headgear dresses, and then there's like normal people that just do things differently. And this lady does that, and her kids go out on the ranch during the day and help the dad work the ranch, and that's part of their schooling. So.
I have a feeling that we're not getting sound because of the wind now. We're getting a lot of wind noise probably.